Let's see if we actually get a notification here because I have not been getting them.
I normally
It's
do.
fire. Yeah, we're live. We're live. It's gonna pop up here in just a second. So anyway, guys, welcome. Prepared Patriot, our Thursday night live stream. Let's see. I am the indomitable Eagle 2, otherwise known as Matt. Don't have any special guests for you guys tonight. Yeah, the notification's dragging tonight, man. Anyway, we'll get rock and rolling and we'll share it when we can. So we are a Prepared Patriot training company in Western North Carolina. So we specialize in anything from firearms training to medical training, preparedness. Got a kick-ass YouTube channel. You should check it out. You probably are if you just got notification.
Yep, I just got it.
Patrick just had a cool video hit on some Carolina boots this past week. And I've been dropping some shorts all week, just trying to get some exposure to the channel, increase our subscription base. We've been at this, what do you think, Patrick? A little bit over a year now? Rocking the YouTube stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Since we left instructor class, yeah.
Yeah, so we went to tactical instructor class at Tactical Response with James Yeager, and basically instructed that we had to create a YouTube channel. So we did that on the drive home, rocking it in the Tactical Flex, and created the first couple videos, and we've been working on things since. So welcome, guys. This is our live stream. We don't have any special guests tonight. It's just the three main instructors. I do know Ron won't be with us tonight. He is working a 24-hour shift at the hospital. So
got a couple people on. What's up, Evan? What's up, John? What's up, Max?
Evan Dixon. John, what's up?
John said he got a notification.
Awesome.
Deal.
Yeah, I got a notification as well. So guys, we got some classes coming up. If you're in the North Carolina area and have a family member or you're in need of the most excellent concealed carry class in the land, come check us out at our comprehensive concealed carry class. We've got one listed for September 25th, and then I believe the next one after that is going to be October 16th. Just had a really awesome Prepared Pistol 1 class over the last weekend. It was a smaller class, but Jerry and I prevailed over that, and the group did excellent. Check on the socials and you can see some of their targets and different things that we posted. So that was an awesome class. Everybody was there to learn, and they soaked it all up and they applied what they learned, and they did awesome there. So if you guys are seeking higher level training, we do have our after Prepared Pistol 1. If you guys have taken that, or you have taken a something similar to that, like fighting pistol at Tactical Response, and you're in the area and you're seeking higher training, we are rocking our next 2 classes. We're working in the future to actually move towards a 2-day class model. So we're going to be doing our old Prepared Pistol 2 and Prepared Pistol 3 classes coming up in October. And we're going to start the process of moving towards a 2-day class schedule. So, yeah, so Patrick's going to be leading those 2 classes more than likely. Historically, Prepared Pistol 2 is a lot of up close stuff, talking about weapons retention as well as shooting from retention to all kinds of different alternate positions in shooting. So anything from supine to sideline to shooting upside down. And we got some wrestling based curriculum in that class. And then Prepared Pistol 3, the second day, is going to be a lot on one-handed malfunctions, so strong hand, offhand only malfunctions. And then it really gets into working, cover, and concealment, as well as teamwork, communication, and team-based movement, and we might even throw some medical in there. So in some scenarios, applying tourniquets, live action. So Patrick Woods, what you drinking there, buddy?
We shall not discuss it.
Not discuss it. Why? I'm rocking the Old Smoky Salted Watermelon Whiskey right now. Jerry Gates?
No, I like my.
What you got? What you got?
Uh,
What kind of whiskey? Oh, you got the Crown Apple, right? You rocking a Crown Apple?
Crown
Nice.
Apple.
And since Patrick's being bashful, he's drinking SoCo tonight. Right? Yep. So let me jump on here and share this link out, guys, and somebody else take over for a hot second.
So we got a couple comments that were made. We'll back up and answer some comments. Max says he has a controversial statement that Carolina boots suck, and he sucks, and he doesn't know what he's talking about, except maybe he does. Stay tuned for a follow-up video.
Uh-oh.
Y'all might see some more ranting and raving.
Yep.
If you stay tuned. Go watch the original video and then prepare for the follow-up.
I think I know why the price went down. Is all I can say.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Well, the price went down.
So Evan said, any of you guys have suggestions on family size tent setup for car camping, 2 adults and 3 kids? Evan, I actually have a really great, it depends on what I should start by saying it depends on what you want out of it, right? But I'll tell you what we use when we're car camping and we want to have maximum space and maximum comfort. We can get our dog in there and all that. We use a system called the Cube system that actually works off of an Easy Up. So you put an Easy Up, your standard 10 by 10, and then there's a Cube system that hooks to it and makes it a permanent tent with a hard high top. Man, it's for a large group and a large family, it's pretty phenomenal. Easy setup. It's held up fairly well for quite a few uses. The Easy Up is the most likely to fail in that setup. And if you do, I mean, you can get Easy Ups anywhere. I mean, you know that, like they're in every freaking store. But that's the only part that I've had any trouble out of is just over and over for several years, the Easy Up starts to fail, you know. But man, like for you being as tall as you are, it's dope because you can stand up tall in it, giant footprint. It even has cutouts for your dog to go in and out, which I'm just saying, depending on how much you want to be glamping versus camping, when you're first easing people back into it, a small window unit, air conditioner will fit right in that. I'm just saying.
Glamping sounds like my kind of thing, man. Does that include air mattress on top of a cot?
Dude, yeah, like I mean, like when we first started, you have to understand, my wife was not a camper at all. Like it's dragging her kicking and screaming when we first started. Now I've eased her in, and now it's much more fun for her, and she enjoys like going a lot more minimalist. We just did a camp on up at Lake James where we went and did hammock camping and stuff like that, and it was awesome to be able to leave all that damn gear at home. And because again, I've eased her in over the years with the bigger setup and all the creature comforts. So yeah, full size air mattress with memory foam on top of that, dude. You'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah, man.
Sleep like a baby.
So for all of our alumni, and just know that we're planning an alumni camp out December 4th, right? And I fully expect this setup. Patrick Woods needs to bring this setup and hook me up. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I bought you a hammock for your birthday, so you can be fucking comfortable.
Well, we need to do a video on it, man. Where like fat dude gets in a hammock, sort of thing.
I already did. You did
a video?
Yeah, I did video on the hammocks.
Okay, cool.
They're coming. I just haven't edited them. Don't bust my balls. I had to do a secondary to it. I did a video on the scene and showed everybody what was up, and then I did one. And as a follow up back in there.
Yeah, we got.
Max, you could stand up in the tent that we use, man. That cube system and the easy up. I mean, if you can stand under an easy up, you can stand up in the tent.
Maximilian Lozano, the Sasquatch.
Yeah. So for Evan and Max, both of them are 6 foot plus. I mean, they're freaking ginormous dudes, man. It's awesome. Like you can't beat it for height. Now I will say they have come out here lately with more, what I would call lighter weight, more traditional style, but they open up very quickly. So they're kind of a retractable setup. Like I saw a Coleman one down when I was at the Coleman outlet in Tennessee. And man, they fly open and they're just super simple, super easy. They're not nearly as roomy and as big though as the cube system is. Evan says he slept in a hammock for over a year. Dude, I could so do the hammock, man. The hammock is super comfortable. I enjoyed it. I was actually surprised at how much I liked it. Especially once I kind of figured out a few things and got my knees where I wasn't hyperextending as much. Man, I slept like a baby. And y'all see the video eventually, but where I did a review on it. But I actually ended up sleeping that night with my 2-year-old in the hammock with me, and I slept better in the hammock with him than I would have at home in our big king size bed, if that tells you anything. Because he couldn't move. He was kind of wedged in there, and man, he slept and I slept. It was great. Yeah, and that was Max that recommended that hammock, man. So appreciate the tip, man. It was for the money. For the money, I don't think you can beat it, dude. Like I looked at a bunch. So Evan says you can't fit the family one, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, so what I did, Evan, was I bought 5 hammocks. And I'm gonna do. I don't know if y'all have like done any research on it or whatever, but they make like a spreader bar that you can put between the hammocks, so you can put 2 hammocks on one tree. And then there's also ways, if you do some research, there's ways where you can set one hammock and then an under hammock on the same trees, so you have like stack kind of like bunk beds. Yeah. So we're trying it, man. We're playing with some different stuff. We kind of gotten into the boat camping thing. It's pretty cool to be able to boat out to an island or something, or somewhere where there's not many people, to be able to camp there. And it's pretty cool to do that on the boat. However, with the boat that we have to be really, really careful on how much weight we're putting in the boat. So it's been nice to have to narrow things down quite a bit.
I ain't got a boat, and I didn't lose shit.
I mean, I'm not saying I lost anything.
Got the t-shirt.
But I will say too, though, that like boat camping kind of made us minimalize a little bit. So that's what's kind of eased my wife over into a little bit more minimalist, and understanding that like when you go camping, sometimes less is more. Like the whole point is to not bring all this shit with you. To me, like I want to be out there and like not have all the bullshit to deal with. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what you want out of it. But if like you're trying to take the kiddos and go to like a campground or something like that, man, the Cube's rock star. If you got plenty of room and space and weight's not an issue, it's legit. John Crass says, I got dibs on top hammock. Well, it depends. Like, I'm okay with being on the bottom hammock. If it's my son, it's like 50 pounds above me or something. But I think I'll use the spreader bars for, two people that are full size. That would be my preferred. Yeah, I like you. I don't want to have I wouldn't want to be underneath Matt's hammock. That's all I'm saying.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you're a full-grown boy.
You better be sure of your materials, man.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to hold. I'm more worried about the tree falling down.
And your knots. That's messed up. Give me a fat complex. I had one.
It's not about fat. It's about you're a big guy. You're 6 foot, what, 2, 3?
No, dude. I'm like 6.5 feet. 6'1" or 2 with shoes on.
Everybody's fucking tall to me. Everybody is tall to me, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like
that's right. I forgot about that. I'm 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing. Don't have an ounce of athletic ability. You're 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing. Don't have an
Five.
ounce.
So here's the thing: is like I don't know if y'all listen to Ripito or not, but Ripito says you're not truly a man unless you're over 200 pounds. But I'm like,
Free
I'm
free
5 foot. I'm
free
5 and a
patches,
half
free
feet
patches
at
in the
200,
mail that
yeah.
for the first person to get that movie quote. Ready to go. You're 5.
John says the half makes you sound desperate. Me or him? I said I'm 5'6". So that's, I mean, I kind of need the 6 inches or else I'm in the midget category. You know what I mean? Like you got to give me the 5'6".
Hey, speaking of 6 inches, did you see my comment on your?
I did, you fucking jerk. Yeah, I saw it.
That's what I'm talking about. Jerry and I were rolling back from our business meeting the other night.
Austin says, why is it every time I get on here, there's fat jokes going around and it's always coming from one side? Well, dude, listen.
That's right, Austin. That's right.
It's always short jokes on my end, so you just got to play what you've been given, man. And to
Jerry's
Jerry,
got
it's always
bald
bald jokes. So
Yep.
it's like bald and old.
In fact,
I own it.
So
I just
we're
own it.
kind of like the Eminem crew. We'll just make fun of ourselves. So fuck you on the internet. You can't make fun of me if I've already done it.
that's right.
Ding, ding, ding. I think we have a winner, Matt.
Who that?
Your quote, wasn't that from Rudy?
Yes, it was. Who was it?
Evan Dixon.
Evan got it.
Evan's already got some patches, but I'll send him some more.
Yeah.
No,
Evan.
Crayons, you can't call me the tactical gnome. I think that's already taken.
Yeah, I think doesn't John Lovell have a tactical gnome?
And I think he's even shorter than me. And
What if we
he's
went
like
with-
really short?
Hey, we'll make Max happy, and we'll call you the tactical leprechaun. What do you think?
I'm more of a dwarf though, because like leprechauns and gnomes are all little. Like dwarves are just short and like a fucking box. Like that's more where I'm at. I'm more of the tactical
The tactical little person. How's
dwarf.
that?
There you go.
A tactical little person.
Dwarves are always like super strong in the stuff though, right? Like they're always like super strong and this all and
Evan.
Oh yeah. Max says I'm also a ginger. Fuck you. I'm not a ginger. My hair's brown, dude. Brown.
Evan,
the beard has a little red.
I'm trying to get Evan to send me his best email or his best mailing address to preparedpatriotnc@gmail.com. I'll send him something in the mail. He's probably already got patches, so
Dude, he's close enough. You can just go meet him.
I could.
Hey, we won't disclose it on the live, but I've got something coming. We'll send him.
You already broke the seal, dude.
Nope. It's because you guys don't even know about it yet.
Hey guys, if you also while we got you here, if you could share out the live stream, that'd be awesome. Our attendance is a little low currently, but we're having fun.
Well, we're just hanging out. There's not really a whole lot going on tonight. I'm trying not to go Debbie Downer mode and show my ass.
Yeah. We can get you fired up though. There's a couple of things that have surfaced over the week.
I've seen them. I
watched the video today that was just hilarious. It was POTUS saying that.
How dare you give him that title?
Yeah, well, I didn't say he was my president. I said that was what he was called.
President Biden, they just don't. I can't handle that, man.
So anyway,
how about the commander and thief or something like that? Ready to go.
He reminds me of that kid that plays the banjo from Deliverance.
Yeah.
Same eyes. But anyway, in the video, he's saying, if you're in the path of this hurricane, you should get vaccinated to be safe. What the shit? So apparently, as the bands spin around, it just mixes up the COVID or something. I tried to figure it out. I never could figure it out.
You sure got a pretty mouth.
So Cran says if your beard has red, you have Viking genetics. I'll go with that, John. You can call me a Viking.
That's right. I got some red hairs in my beard. Got some gray.
Hey, just call me Ragnar. There you go.
There you go. That's right.
No, there's been some crazy shit though. Like if y'all are watching the news, it's been crazy. I just don't. My thing is like we get enough of that bullshit. Sometimes I just want to come on here and hang out with people that's got some fucking sense. You know what I mean? Like I want to talk about other shit, like not be drugged down by politics and shit.
Man, I gotta stop drinking, dudes. I tell you what, like I've had like 3 posts that I've misspelled something on today on the social media. I gotta stop this. I'm better than this. That's where I am.
Oh, Elb's on there said he found a strong source for black aces with high brass.
Palmetto had some black aces, double odd buck for sale today.
That's what he's talking about, probably. Yeah. Cran says, I learned today that the FDA doesn't do their own tests or studies. The pharmaceutical companies turn in their own study and the FDA makes a decision based on of the company's word.
Yeah, that sounds unbiased.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that's like a lot of times people don't realize. We talk about all the time how some doctors are fantastic. Don't hear this as all that, but some of them are making decisions based on what the new hot blonde just walked in the door and told them how good this medicine was. There's a reason why there's some really hot medical sales ladies. It's because they go in there to sell these doctors this hot new medication for XYZ. Oh, you should not use this 50 cents per tablet thing that's working just fine. You should use this one that's $2.50 per tablet because I'm hot and blonde and I just brought you lunch. That's why. And that's the way that the industry works, man. John says we can still read them because we're all a little off talking about your post. Yeah. Y'all know what we were saying.
Yeah. I get you guys don't even want to know, man. I'm so scattered.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. Hold the post. So I have to know, Jerry, did you and Richard share a bunk or something while you're there? Because he's got you a little nickname going here. You Jerry Bear now?
No, I saw that.
He said he owes Jerry Bear a few rounds, Richard.
Sounds like Cheddar and old Jody.
Yeah, we
don't. I need to send a live stream link to this guys.
We don't play that same way.
So Max says he got the bucket of medical from Refuge Medical. It's definitely worth the money. Yeah. Cool, Max. Do a video, bro.
Yeah, we need that video, man. I've seen Kevin Caldwell's been kicking up the videos a little bit for his training company, man. He's been doing a pretty good job on some of his videos.
He has. I've noticed that as well. Yep, I have noticed that as well. He's doing a great job.
So after doing some YouTube videos, like the only thing I can ever notice is like how much less everybody says compared to me. I need to go to like one of those speaking courses. What do they call that group where you work on public speaking? I think it's called Toastmasters. What's up, buddy?
Larry Jenkins popped on, say hello. He said he's only got a minute. Hey, Larry.
Larry, thank you very much for the. I just did a video on the Match Point Infinity. I think they're called Infinity Loops.
Yeah.
I actually just changed them out on my holsters. So far, I'm super freaking impressed, and I think they're awesome. I need to get them through another class or two and see how they really do. But right now, just using them and doing some stuff, they seem pretty legit. I'm pretty stoked about them. I will say they're kind of more of a pain in the ass to get on, but they ain't coming off. That's for damn sure.
Word.
And then,
but thank you for sending those, Larry. If y'all don't know, Jerry, if they don't know, Larry is the guy that runs Dragon High Concealment, by the way. He's making holsters and Kydex shit, pretty cool stuff.
And the reason he only has a minute is because he's got really shitty connectivity out there in the mountains. Probably. It's either that or he's on shift tonight. He's a law enforcement officer.
Could be either.
So Austin said, hey, can we get a little intel on the Force post from earlier today? Yes, Austin, you most certainly can. So as you saw on the post, our force on force simunition gear arrived. I'm dicking with it as we speak, trying to get all that shit up and running. I have one that's given me a fucking hard time. I've had to completely disassemble the slide several times. It's not working like it's supposed to. I don't know if it's the frame or if it's the actual slide. So we're testing and modifying and getting this shit up and running. But overall, I have at least 2 or 3 that are going to be up and running and ready to start doing classes. So be looking ahead, Austin. The class is coming. That's where we may actually need to lean on some of you guys. I know some of y'all have experience doing some role playing. It might be really cool to get some experienced role players down here to send our guys through the first class and give them a pretty good experience. I'd love to see maybe Evan and Max and anyone else that's willing. I know that some of y'all are pretty far away, but I know that John Kranz has a lot of experience doing that as well. If y'all are interested in that, maybe coming down and spending the weekend with the Patriots, let us know, man. We're working on the curriculum now and trying to figure out exactly what we do need. We do have potential for a couple of buildings to be running in. So the class is going to probably roll. It's just a matter now of developing it and making it as good as it needs to be before we say it has a stamp of approval to go.
Amen, brother. That's my main mission right now. Is finding a space so we can work this out. I got some phone calls in. I found an old shady bingo hall in a local. It's actually for sale. It's about 3,500 square feet, and so it's in a very high traffic area. So it's an awesome location. I don't know that I could build a 3,500 square foot steel building for the price that I think I can get it at. So stay tuned. I don't know. I gotta work things out with my other boss.
So Jason says Evan and Max ain't no role players. So Jason, I didn't even know you was on here, dude. But hey, you and Dory are welcome for sure. We would love to have some experienced role players come down and be able to roll through it. And Max, sorry I got interrupted. Max says I don't think I can bring myself to shoot Ariel. Dude, she would shoot the fuck out of you. You better be on point if you're a role player with her.
Yeah, you better shoot. So yeah.
John says depends on when it is. I have 3 vacation days left, but I'm only off 3 to 4 days in a row. Hey, let us know. We could probably figure out especially if it's a weekend, we could probably make that work.
John Kranz, role player extraordinaire. Still got the t-shirt on that one. Actually, the mark's on the back.
Austin says, good. I can't wait. You will see me there. Austin, I hope that all of our real hardcore Patriots make it, man, because that's the test, man. That's what it is. It's the test of did you actually learn what we taught you and can you apply it? And it'll be legit, man. I'm not going to send it if it ain't.
Send it.
Evan, I recommended you, dude. I think you would be an excellent role player. I guess I don't know. I don't know why Jason says you're not ready.
I can see Evan doing he'd be like, we can do a shrink gone bad scene. You know what I mean? You're laying on the couch and Evan's shrinking you. And then instead of
all
you
of a sudden,
out, he freaks out.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. There you go.
Sorry, guys.
So John says he works. John says he works Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and every other Saturday. We could probably do like a Saturday, Sunday deal.
That would be awesome, dude. I am.
Austin said, is there any updates with some rifle classes coming? I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, Austin. However,
March.
Again, it's going to be in March. And as we said at the first of the live stream, in case you missed it, we're going to a 2-day class format. So our Rifle 1 and Rifle 2 class was never meant to be a 2-day class. When I designed it, it was never meant to be a 1-day class. when I designed it, it was meant to be a 2-day class. I told Matt and Jerry as I was writing the curriculum, I said, I cannot get this right in 1 day. It's just fucking impossible. There's just too much that I need people to get from the class. And also, we have ulterior motives, so we will not let you leave without your gun being sighted in and shit being right. So it was never meant to be 1 day. The guys that have taken Rifle 1 and Rifle 2 are welcome to come back and retake it, but it's going to be prepared riflemen, which is what it was intended to be from day one. And it's going to be 2 days. It's not going to be one. So if you're interested in running that in Austin, man, you just keep your eyes open for March. It's going to be sometime in March. I think Matt may even have a general date for you if you were to poke the bear hard enough. He might be able to tell you.
I don't have it. It's in March. I don't have it set in stone. But we talked about it a lot the other night in a business meeting.
Yeah.
So
Jason says, that get a date, and if she ain't in school, I'm not opposed to just need a place to stay. We could probably arrange that, dude.
Yep. And Kevin Caldwell, we mentioned him earlier, hopped on. Hey, Kevin.
What's up,
Yeah.
Kevin? Hey, man, you've been doing some awesome videos lately, Kevin. Just wanted to tell you to keep up the good work, dude. It's looking good over there on Coyote Mindset.
Attendance was a little low. I had to go scrounging and do my messenger propagation scheme.
What's going on, brother?
Sharing the link via messenger.
So,
But for
yeah,
all,
Jason, we don't want it to become a paintball match, dude. It will not be that. And it will most likely, sorry, Jason's asking a bunch of questions. He said if it's a weekend, we should be able to come over there. It will most definitely be a weekend. Most definitely.
I'll raise my hand. Can't talk now?
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say my house should be done by around Thanksgiving, no later than Christmas. So all you guys that are potential role players, you're more than welcome to come down and crash. And the other thing we could think about would be like when Dory's on spring break or something like that and running force on force, you know what I mean? Because I imagine she would have spring break by April, right? And it's still cool enough to do that if they're wearing long sleeves and all that. So we could always tweak the schedule a little bit based on role players. Awkward silence.
Oh, sorry. So I'm also answering. I'm the one that's answering all the shit on when we have the chat. Sometimes whenever Matt's talking, I'm still answering questions and talking to shit. But I was just letting Kevin know that his videos have really good content. He should keep it up.
Yeah, man.
He said he's working on the.
I was gonna say him and Max are very well spoken, as I said.
Yep. Very, very knowledgeable dudes as well. Like good instructors, good guys. Both of those guys can do some good shit.
Dory's break is usually in March, which is perfect.
So that would work. Yeah, if you can find out when her spring break is, brother, let us know. That would be awesome. Yep, I got some feelers out on Spaces.
I'm with Max on his comment. I want to watch Dory and Ariel just walk through and slaughter all the old slow men, because that's
they're not any joke. Oh God, I hate it. I can't think of names when I need to.
Carrie Collectus?
Yeah, Carrie. I couldn't think of her last name.
Yep.
I always think Mikey and Carrie. Carrie's pretty dangerous too, man. She's no joke. She can run through the house and do really well. Kevin says, looking forward to getting out with y'all again. Dude, you know you're welcome anytime, dude. Anytime.
It was like Jason Routport's got a new job description.
Yeah.
Back in the shop, and after last week's deal, I started a trash route and have 145 customers at 30 a month. Wow. There we have it.
Yeah, he and I were talking about that. We talked a while back over the phone, and he was telling me about that. That's pretty good deal for if you're looking for your own business or something like that you can do that doesn't take a lot of investment.
Yeah.
You can kind of get rolling and
get you like a dump trailer or something.
I mean, it's a pretty good little thought to go with there. I mean, it's not. I just hope the Iron Unicorn stays in session too. You know.
Yeah, man.
I hope we don't have to give up one to get the other, but I'm all for it.
He said he's back in the shop though.
I thought he told me he was going to keep going with it. Pretty sure he said that.
He said, I don't want my wife to have to take the jab because we need her loot.
Yeah, I get it, man. It's a hard decision. Everybody's in a hard place. And I can't tell anybody what the right answer is. You know, it's like, I do know that in all things, when it comes to me, and this is a general principle and kind of my moral compass, I will always err in the side of freedom, no matter what the circumstances. It should be your choice.
Max said he was talking to Kevin Caldwell about a bulk buy on the bleed kits, and he'll talk to us about it. Max. I had 3 delivered today. They're pretty awesome, man.
Man, Jerry Gage has been a baller lately, picking up stuff. I heard he's got
that new job.
Got a Testudo coming.
He quit his what he did was he quit his teaching job and got a real job.
What was he flashing the other night? The tactician?
Tactician.
Yeah. Like shit the bed a few times.
Oh, that O-Light, man. I tell you
another video coming on that too. Yep. Be prepared. It will be dropping before long. You can hear me poking the bear and Matt poking the bear in the background.
Yeah. I tried to be nice and they wouldn't let me.
Fucking.
We actually got a fair amount accomplished Tuesday night.
We did. I had a business meeting and that took a lot of time, but we were still able to rock out some videos and stuff. Jason says, I will tell you, trash ain't for pussies. That shit is nasty. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they call it trash. I know like a couple people who've owned like giant trash businesses, and they've been pretty lucrative, no joke. Because you're doing something that everybody has trash. Every business has trash. You don't make a shit who you are. Like,
yep.
Everything. Everybody has waste they got to get rid of.
It's worse when it's individuals because you're getting a mixture of, you know, like wrappers and stuff plus food content that's set out in the sun and, you know, tied up in a bag and everything. Jason, I'll give you old hunting trick is Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yep. It's like hanging out in the morgue, man.
Yep.
Get out lab.
That's right.
Yeah, baby.
Anything pressing you guys want to y'all want to talk about tonight? Quite a few people on. Been a little slow tonight though, with the questions and stuff.
Not quite as high as last couple of weeks. No, I'm just for the guys that are jumping on kind of later. The general theme of tonight is us growing up a little bit, and we're moving towards a 2-day class schedule. So we're gradually pushing towards that and things like that. So going through some growing pains, and 2022 could be an interesting year.
Yeah, we're going to roll out at least shotgun and force on force and change up the other stuff. So it's going to be.
We're also revamping the whole medical classes that we've had. We're renaming, revamping, and doing some different stuff. So if you guys took the Med Low Light class last year, that may not be available this year. I think we're going to go a different route with that and take that off the table. Although it was a very successful class because people come for the low light and get the medical, I feel like that low light could better be served in a building clearing aspect. So we're going to switch that up a little bit. and call it building clearing and low light. That's going to be the next.
With that said, we do have one scheduled for November 20th.
So if
Probably
anyone's looking for that class, you better take it. It's the last time it's going to run.
Then we'll just break it into separate medical classes.
You've been drinking a lot, guys. Drinking a lot.
That wasn't me. It was a glitch in the computer. You know it was. Separate medical classes and low light classes.
That's awesome.
So John says, keep our boy the Nightmare in your prayers. Absolutely.
Yeah. Amen.
We've been thinking about it, man, a lot. I hope he pulls through and doesn't have anything going on. Serious, man. Austin says, hey, I'm happy for you guys going from the first Next Steps class to where you guys are now. It's a huge change. Yeah, Austin, we've always wanted it to be where it is. It's just growing, man. Like as a business, it's got to grow organically sometimes to get where you want it to go. And we're kind of taking a step of faith and trying to do what we think is going to be right. It's what we wanted to do from the word go, but we'll just see, man. We'll see if it floats. If it floats and goes, great. If not, we're still making great contacts.
I think an interesting topic would be to talk about our reasoning, right? So we've talked about we're going to a 2-day class format, but we haven't talked about why. And my perspective is, I sit in on a lot of comprehensive concealed carry classes. I sit in and teach a lot of Prepared Pistol 1 classes. I help you with Prepared Pistol 2. And just about every class that we teach, we have to spend a significant amount of time in remediation. Exactly. As far as kind of getting folks back up to speed because of that, we feel that 1-day format where it's better than everybody by and large around us, but it's not what's best for the student. So even though it will end up costing you more in time and resources in the end, from a motor standpoint and repetition standpoint, we feel like it will lock things in and it'll stick a lot better. If you could have just imagine for folks that are on here that maybe have taken comprehensive carry, or even you, Austin, who has taken probably our, Jerry's early version of concealed carry and then Next Steps. You imagine if you had the 2 classes. Well, that's a bad analogy because comprehensive carry is concealed carry and Next Steps together. But you imagine if you had
those 2 plus Pistol 1
and Pistol 1 all at the same time. How much better off you'd be before you got to Pistol 2. So that's why we're doing it.
And also, again, it comes back to some of the classes. Some of the classes were never meant to be 1 day to begin with. That's why when we tell you can take 2 and 3 at either time, it's because they're kind of totally separate things. Like they're working 2 different things, and they were meant to be piggybacking off each other. They were never meant to be separate. Same with the rifle classes. It was always meant to be 2 days. It's just we never could get it to run with people signing up for both days and all that stuff. But especially with the rifle class, you just cannot get it done in 1 day. You can't even get them where I want them to stop at in 1 day. It's just not possible. Especially whenever it's like Jason says, they won't practice what they learned in class. If you go and you've taken a class and you don't go home and practice that, which is why we train, so we learn how to practice and not just go to the range and shoot a bunch of damn ammo and waste it. That's wasting ammo. When you go out to the range and you're just plinking it, that's fun. It's great. I get it. It's a lot of fun, but that's wasting ammo. It's wasting time. When we go to the range, we go to practice something that we're doing, or we're going to dry run a class that we are putting together. We're doing it ourselves to make sure everything flows like it's supposed to make sure that all the commands are in the correct place. Like that's the only time I haven't shot for fun, like just plinking, probably since I took my kids out last. I mean, that's the only time I go for fun anymore is whenever I'm out with the kids. The rest of the time, it's all business for us, man. So Max says, I think it's great that you're evolving your class curriculum, shows your growth. Well, maybe, Max, maybe. To be determined. That's the way we're looking at it. We're going to roll it. We're going to try it, see how it goes. I think one of two things will happen. Either business will die because nobody's willing to commit to the 2-day class and the higher price tag, or we'll get them into that first 2-day session and they'll never look back. It'll be one or the other. Because if we can get everybody in our classes to take comprehensive carry and prepared pistol 1, which is now going to be prepared pistol. That's going to be probably the new name of it, prepared pistol. Those 2 classes are going to be offered overlapping the same, back to back, 2-day class. And I think when they leave that class, they get so much of what they need in that class, they're going to want to keep coming. They're going to want to train the next class and go do the next thing. That's where we're at. That's why we're making the decisions we make, because we're tired of people coming and getting their concealed carry. And then you talk to them later about taking another class and like, oh, I got my concealed carry, I'm good. No, you ain't good at all. Like, you're barely getting started and you don't even realize it. But y'all know this. We're preaching to the choir. If you're one of our guys, you already know this.
And we're in an area where the for the $40 to $50 concealed carry classes run rampant. And people think they're getting something for their $50, and it's a giant travesty. So we're trying to sell something different in a tough climate, I think.
So the way I describe this to Matt, because Matt takes this very personally, him being the marketer and like, in kind of in charge of the marketing section of what we do, he takes it kind of personally when we're not stacked to the gills with students and stuff. But I said, listen, what we're doing is you're comparing McDonald's to Longhorn. They're 2 different things. You're not getting accurate statistics and you're not getting accurate numbers because you're comparing fast food to a sit down restaurant. It's not the same stuff. I mean, if you look at it in things that most people will understand, we are truly training people. We're not just running them through a concealed carry class, and that's the difference.
Amen, brother. You guys
so
keep
about
10
10 minutes left, guys. If y'all have any other questions, we'll start to wind this thing down. It's been a slow night, but we're just
Max says he thinks we'll lose some, but we'll gain better students over time. It will be worth it. So
and we've always been about quality over quantity. It's never been about money for us. It's always been about building better students. And I always have the thought in my head that every student that I put through here is someone I could have watching my back, and I don't want to let myself down or them down if they were the person I was taking into a fight with me. That's the motivation. That's why we do what we do. Because I hope that the guys that are training with us are the cream of the crop. I hope they are the best that they can be. And I won't let them leave without giving it at least everything I can to make them that way.
Cran says 95% of people get their carry license and they think they instantly become a gunfighter. Amen, brother. Well, we always go by the 10% rule, which is 10% of folks that come through a concealed carry class, or even our version concealed carry class, actually make it to our prepared pistol 1 class. So we feel you, brother. And
that's also the other reason why our curriculum has grown so much, is because we're trying to take care of that core group of guys that we have and gals that are so awesome. Like, we're trying to be like, okay, these guys are rock stars at this. Let's move them to the next phase. Let's move them to the next phase.
Yeah.
And I think Force on Force is going to be a blast with our guys. They're really dedicated, and I think they're going to do a great job. Austin's one of them. Austin will be fantastic.
Yeah. Max says that's why I think it's a good move, and maybe you'll offer both, assuming you can stretch yourselves thin. I think if I've heard Patrick Woods clearly enough, the problem with authoring both is folks will always default to the least common denominator. Like, if we offer the availability of coming to a 1-day class versus a 2-day class, they're going to go with the 1-day class, versus if we just it's a 2-day class or bust. And I'm sure he can elaborate on that.
Yeah. So the problem with it is again, it's sticker shock for most people because they are, like you said, they're used to looking at a $50 class, and then they ask us, and it's like, well, our classes are more expensive because you're getting a qualified instructor that has put a shit ton of hours and time in, and you're also getting a training class. It's not just the concealed carry class. But the other issue with that is like, if you think about it like this, if I had the option to say, I just want to pay for 1 day use of the car, and if I like it, maybe I'll keep coming. There's a high likelihood that people will get on the car and get off the car. You know what I mean? Like, they may not come that second day because it's not requiring the dedication and the time and the resources that they could, I'll just take 1 day today, and then the next time I get a chance, I'll take day 2. And a lot of them won't. They'll take 1 and that's it. It just comes down to the fact that, like, if they're truly dedicated and they really want the best training, they'll block off that damn weekend and show up. That's the way I look at it. And if not, if we decide that the business took a big hit doing that, we may have to go back to 1-day classes. But we're going to probably roll out next year really pushing to do 2-day classes. There's going to still be some 1-day classes, like the medicals are probably going to be 1 day still. There's a possibility that one of them becomes a 2-day class. But yeah, it just depends, man. Yeah. Austin says, the other part is I watch a YouTube video and I know what I'm doing. Yep. We see that all the time. And a lot of times people are watching a lot of different people and they get a lot of different shit kind of lunched together, and it just don't work. It don't jive like they think it's going
to. Max said, I'm definitely not a gunfighter, nor do I want to be. They live short lives. And
you got that right.
And that's part of it too. Like, when we talk about that, we added the next steps to the concealed carry to make that what it is. And it's leaps and bounds above a regular concealed class, and you guys know, once we started teaching that, I was all in, because when we start dealing with that and getting people into, pistol 1, pistol 2, pistol 3, we're dealing with more people that are willing and wanting to live that martial lifestyle. They have the mindset, or at least the beginnings of that mindset, to allow them to do that. Whereas, a lot of people take a regular basic concealed carry class, they just fucking want to carry a gun. They don't want to hear anything else.
Not even, dude. Most of the folks, like, and truth be told, dude, I remember taking concealed carry from you.
Mm-hmm.
You said, "Why are you here?" Or you asked everybody in the class, and I said, "I want to be able to buy what I want to buy when I want to buy it." And so that's a huge portion of the folks out there, at least here in North Carolina. You got your concealed carry permit. You can roll into a gun store, you can buy what you want, and you can walk out with it. So anyway, sorry.
Well, John Cran says, most of the people I see only want a license. I try to hit them in the head with the information hammer, but sadly they don't want to learn how to fight. So I have a theory on that, John. And you could probably verify this. It's the same thing that happens when we talk about prepping, right? So you start talking about prepping with people and they're like, yeah, I got that 10-day supply from Wise, and I got some batteries and flashlights, and I'm good. Like, I got a storm kit. I'm good. They don't want to see the real threat. They don't want to see like what's under the veil is what we talk about. And that's the thing about carrying a gun. A lot, it's like you said, and it's like we see Jaeger say a lot of times that ego is applied to gun. So a lot of people want a gun to boost their ego, their self-image. They want to be able to be like, I got this. But when they start taking a peek under that veil and they really see how dangerous it is to carry a gun, and that a gun complicates your life. It doesn't make it easier. I think it's when they start to push back. Oh, I'm all right. I don't need any more, because they don't want to hear that. Hey, if you ever have to use that in a gunfight or in a real fight, it's not like what you think it is. It's kind of like prepping. I mean, to me, it's like people. If you've never been to another country, if you've never worked for a government agency, if you've never been in law enforcement or been in, if you've never been in emergency services or anything like that, and you don't see how quickly the shit falls apart when there's a real emergency, you don't want to peek under there. But once you're a cop, or once you're in the military, or once you've done this and you see like there's not anyone coming to help you, then you start taking preparedness much more seriously. And I think that's what people don't want. They don't want to take that hard look. It builds anxiety. It makes them feel very, very insecure about where they're at in life. And everybody wants to think they have it down and they got it, they're okay, and I got a gun, I'm protected. No, you're not. You're probably more likely to get hurt with it than to help anybody,
Yep.
That's just the way it is. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, Mikey in the house.
He says he's TikTok famous, 30,000 followers.
How the hell you got 30,000 followers, man? I might need to follow you just to see what you're up to. Damn, I only got 32,000. You guys want to know some shit? I guess I had two different videos of Ron talking about the North American Rescue, the hyphen chest seals, and one of the videos had 100,000 views.
Yep.
I literally took the same video and I edited it on my little phone program over here, and put it back on there, the first and second video, and it's up to 75,000 views. It's the same video. It's just, I don't know. There's something about medical stuff that really gets people stirred up. One of probably our number one video is going back to the staging of the Rats tourniquet. I think it's got 400,000, 350 or 400,000 views. Not that it's ever put anybody in a seat in the class, but anyway, I need to go check out Mikey, man. Mikey's kicking my ass.
Oh.
Now, actually, Mike, I'm at 32,000 followers. Thank you very much.
Mike said he's got 2 million views on 4 or 5 videos, which goes to show you the internet's fucking stupid. We're talking about Mikey here.
Oh, yeah, Mike, I got 2.3 million views. Take that. Yeah.
And here's the problem, and this is why I'm the suckiest fucking social media person on the planet. I just don't give a fuck. I really don't. I wish I could care. I put videos out for our students and people and hope that they'll go watch them and maybe it'll help them. But I really just don't give a shit. I mean, yeah. I should, but I don't.
What's this Jason's talking about? He said, I had a gun put in my face Monday night. My trash route went long and it was after dark and dude came out with a pistol. Luckily, he realized who I was, but he pointed the gun at me and then had to rack it. I guess he was carrying on an empty chamber. What a fud.
And then he says, poor guy would have spent the rest of his life racking that pistol. You damn right.
Yep.
Carrying without one in the chamber was not recommended, in case you haven't figured that out.
What's that mean?
Tox is on there.
Yeah, Tox.
What's what mean?
Patrick, though.
I was gonna say, what's that meme? It's telling yourself you got time to put your seatbelt on before a car accident.
Right.
Yep.
But I'm like Patrick. I think to do the videos and I'll be doing a class and I think, oh gosh, I got to do some videos, and then I'll get busy helping somebody, with something else, and then it's over and I'm at the end of the class handing out certificates. I'm like, shit, I should have took some videos.
Yeah, I got you, dudes. As long as I'm not teaching.
That's why I love it.
I got pictures and videos. Don't worry. And I got a new selfie stick. My other one shit to bed not too long ago. I am dangerous now. Got a new selfie stick.
Oh.
So, Anyway, boys, we're getting close to 9:30.
Yep, I believe it's time. Guys, we appreciate you watching. If you're watching this back and you want to come train with us, if you like hanging out, this is our complete bullshit hangout with students and friends. Don't take it too seriously. If you want to come train with us and you'd like to see what kind of classes we're offering, check out preparedpatriotnc.com. If you're watching the live streams and such, and you'd like to see more of our video content where we're actually being serious and showing you shit, check out the YouTube channel and subscribe, please, and hit the notification button. It helps us figure out what videos you like, what stuff is going on there, even though I've already told you I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I still do the videos that I'm interested in, or I don't do them. But anyway, guys, we appreciate y'all being on here. Y'all that come on every Thursday night, we appreciate y'all very much. And
Amen.
keeping the live stream going, man. Thank y'all very much for being here.
Yeah.
Until next time, guys, we'll see you next Thursday night, the same time, 8:30 Eastern until about 9:30. Y'all have anything you want to add, or we just close out?
Just special thanks for the our tactical response brothers and even folks that never trained with us. They're here every week, kind of keeping things alive and providing questions and keeping things moving forward. We really thank you guys for your support. And yeah, guys, carry smart, carry safe, be prepared. We'll see you next week. I am working on Brian Stevenson from what's his channel? Survival on
Purpose.
Yep, he just went to the Clint Smith, James Yeager combo course out of Thunder Ranch. I'm working on him, and I need to maybe bring back Mike from Riker Nylon Gear. He's got some new stuff popping recently, and who knows who we'll bring on. So you guys stay tuned, and we thank you for watching. So, Prepared Patriot, over and out. Thank you, guys.